guys, I just found an issue with one of the links. Okay, beautiful. Here we go. Okay, great. All right, awesome. Let me get this share started. All right, beautiful. So welcome everybody. Sorry about this. I just found an issue with our links. So wanted to get started a little bit early. If you can see my screen right now, if you're not seeing this link, just reload your browser and you're going to see a join link right down here at the bottom. Sorry about this, guys. I don't quite know what happened here, but this does happen once in a blue moon. There's so many logistics, so many things going on. So this is the correct link right here. This is the correct link. Let me put it in the chat as well. All right, beautiful. All right, great. So everybody in Facebook, welcome. Glad to have you guys. There was an issue with my link this morning. I don't fully know what happened, but the wrong link is in Facebook. So if you guys are trying to join in, let's go ahead and go to that link there. Let me also go fix this. Okay. All right, beautiful. Okay, great. That locked in. So you guys should be able to join through the events tab now as well. Let's see, beautiful. I'm starting to see you guys roll in here. So we have Caitlin, we have Mackenzie. Great to see you guys again. For anybody else, if I did not just announce your name, so if you're not Caitlin, if you're not Mackenzie, then we are not in the Zoom meeting. And as you guys know, it's really important. I want everybody to be in the actual Zoom meeting. Let's also pin this to featured really quick. Whoops. Let's hop back here. And let's pin it to the top. All right, beautiful, guys. Beautiful. There we go. Jose, good morning. Great to see you. Or evening or afternoon, depends on where you're at. And again, guys, just want to reiterate, I had an issue with linking this morning. So the link is not correct. I put the new link, the proper link in here. I also put it in the comments. I also have it in your events tab. Everything should be fixed and corrected. And you guys should be able to join this session. So we're just coming up on 11 o'clock here. I want to give plenty of time for everybody to be able to see this and get in the Zoom here. So for everybody just joining into Facebook and getting with us today, you guys have probably noticed when you try and join the meeting, it's not working. There was an issue with linking. So please go to your description, click that link, go to your comments, click that link. You can also go to your events tab and click the link in there. Everything's been corrected, but if you were having a hard time joining this morning, that is certainly why. Okay. All right. So I think most people have joined in. I haven't seen a huge spike. So it looks like this is what we're working with today. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, great to see you all again. Dante here. Glad to be with you for one more time. So let me give a quick count on who's in the meeting so far in the Zoom. We have Jose, we have Caitlin, we have Mackenzie, we have Wade. Great to see you all again. I'm excited to go over this training with you today on day 4. And this training is all about our nurture sequence. Right? Hopefully everybody just watched Russell and his live. If you haven't, as always, gang, just hang out with me. Watch my video here. You can go back and watch Russell at any time. And after you do that, everything will make perfect sense. All right. And Jose, hey, great to see you here. Okay. So, gang, let's hop right into it. This is a lot of stuff that we're going to cover today, but this is so important. All right. What we're going to be talking about, as always, we're going to hop over to the one pager. So if you guys need, go down there to Russell. I'm also going to put it in the Zoom comments chat for us. Let's get this here. Boom and boom. So if you guys don't have the one pager pulled up for that day, go ahead and pull that up. And I know my camera's off, guys. I don't know if it's Zoom or my internet, but when I turn my camera on, it's just not working. It's crashing my Zoom. So I'm going to have to go camera off for this one today. But hopefully you guys were all with me last time. So you know I'm here. I'm excited to be with you and we're having a great time. Okay, so we're into our one pager. And here we go, guys. Day 4. It's our follow-up funnels, our emails. This is our nurture sequence. Our nurture sequence. Okay, there's 2 real ways that you see businesses operate on a constant, right? There's one way where they collect a lead, they turn that lead into a sale, and then once they make the sale, they send them their fulfillment email, the email that says thanks for your purchase, access your things, and then after that you don't hear back from them for months, right? And until the next time that they send out an email because they need to buy the next thing, they need you to buy something else. And that's the typical sequence, you know, which really means there is no sequence, there is no follow-up. And one thing I want you guys to remember, this is so true, the fortunes are in the follow-up. The fortunes are in the follow-up. Whether it's an abandoned cart sequence and you're turning people that abandon their cart, you're turning them back into sales, or you're nurturing and following up with your customers, just giving them more valuable information, letting them know who you are. This nurture sequence is how you get customers to want to ascend your value ladder. We talked last week about, not last week. We talked on Tuesday really about your customer, right? And remembering what it is to be in the mind of our customer. Remember what it is to be a consumer. And when we have a goal to go do the thing, what do? We want to go find people that we trust, we like, we understand, that can help us get closer to our goals. So this nurture sequence, the most common question I get about emails, people will say, well, Dante, am I emailing too much? Is this too much emailing? Absolutely not. Right? Remember, I love fishing. And if somebody was to give me content, information, and help me become a better fisherman, I will read and open every single email because I have a drive to do that. That's the thing that I want to do. When we're emailing customers about the thing that they're interested in, we are not a burden, right? We're pouring into them, we're giving them more. So this nurture sequence, this is what we are doing today. Exactly. And Jennifer just put down the knowledge. She said, yeah, if they don't like what you're putting out, they'll unsubscribe. Absolutely, guys. I am always upfront and honest with my people. I make sure to always let them know, hey, if you're not enjoying what I'm saying, if this isn't for you, that's fine. Unsubscribe buttons are always right at the bottom. And I encourage people to unsubscribe because I'm not trying to waste my time on people that aren't actually interested. I'm always focused on the people who are interested. Right? That's a funnel. So the nurture sequence is unbelievably important, and we have a really simple one for you guys today. So as always, in the top right is a video of Russell. He really goes over a little bit more of the concept, and he shows you how to do the thing on the one pager itself. And I'm also going to do that with you today. All right, I'm going to do that with you today. So before we do that, I want to get into our actual nurture sequence here. It's a 6-day nurture sequence, and it's very, very simple. Let me check something out here really quick. Make sure, yes. Just making sure my audio is right. Okay, cool. Before we get too into it, I want to make sure nobody's missing out on Facebook. Hey, Angie, great to have you. Renata, you're late. No worries. We're actually just really getting started up. Hey, great to see you guys. So quick reminder, gang, if you're on Facebook, you probably noticed that you had a hard time joining my session today. Apologize for that. There was an issue with my links. So if you go to your description, you're going to have a join link right here. You can use that and actually join the Zoom with us. I also have it down here in the comments. All right, so this is our 6-day nurture sequence. The fortunes are in the follow-up. Every single thing we do should always come complete with an email sequence. Should always come complete. This is a really simple one, but a highly effective email sequence. When it comes to email sequencing, you guys are going to notice that there are tremendous amount of email sequences that you can write. All have different goals and objectives for different customers. And I'm not kidding, guys. There's a wide library of different types of email sequences. This one is perfect for you and where you're at. This is an email sequence that has been around forever, right? As far as the frameworks of it, what we're talking about, the frameworks of the sequence has been around for a really long time. It's proven, it's successful, it's always going to work because it's just a nice logical sequence. So let's get into it, right? And how this one pager is going to work for you guys. Right down here, we have day one and you have email one, right? Then we have day two and you have email two. So you're just going to fill in little blurbs, okay? Little sentences, little paragraphs. Like email one is our who you are. The first time that customers interact with us, we want to let them know who it is that we are, so they can either connect with us or not. But this is where we put in our attractive character. This is how we really start building our reputation. You guys in your business, most of you are here in a really unique position, a really fun time in your business where we're just starting out. We're really just building our reputation in the marketplace. And when we're in that position where we're just entering the marketplace and just doing the thing, you have a great opportunity to build and create your own reputation, right? What people know you as. If you guys all know Dan Kennedy, hopefully, Magnetic Marketing, and Russell just bought that company. Dan Kennedy was one of Russell's early on mentors, probably the most influential and closest to Russell. So he talks about this in great detail in all his trainings, and it's really, really true. It's where you're at right now. When he first started his business, he knew he got to make his reputation, and he got to choose. He was like, okay, well, do I want to change who I am and be this super jolly, cheerful, happy guy that's always just brimming with positivity? And he chose no. He said, no, I'm not going to be that guy. I get to choose my attractive character. I get to build my reputation right now. So I'm going to put on handlebar mustache and I'm going to be kind of rough and gruff and to the point and in your face, because that's who Dan is. You guys are doing the same thing. Who are you? Who are you? We are building our reputation. Let the people know who you are. Okay. So again, really fun time in your business. This is what the whole email sequence is about here. It's about nurturing your customer. It's about connecting with your customer. It's about building your reputation. It's about building your attractive character. So when they think of you, what are they going to think? Okay. So for the one pager here, you guys are going to just fill in little blurbs. Okay. Little paragraphs, little statements to keep you on track. All right. Because we get free funnel scripts here. Jim Edwards has the funnel script software. I'm a big fan of it. He gave you guys a free email copy generator. So this entire script, day 1 through 6, you guys are going to be able to build that yourselves completely for free. And I'm actually going to do it with you today. All right, I'm going to do it with you today. So just reminder, for email 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you just little blurbs. You don't have to write out the whole email. Let Jim do that for you with funnel scripts. All right, you're just going to put a little blurb, a little paragraph in here to keep you on track so you understand. Now, let me dissect the actual sequence itself. All right, it's really, really important to remember, before day 1, there is an email here, and this is our fulfillment email. All right, so this is when the customer opts into your funnel. Right? We know we have to make a lead magnet of high value that's going to serve our customers. And that's why they're going to give us their email address. And that's how we're going to get them onto our list. It is by giving them something of high value that will help them today. So let's say they do that on Monday, they opt into your funnel. So right here, Monday, they opt in. Immediately right then, we're going to send them an email, our fulfillment email, that gives them the lead magnet or access to the lead magnet, right? Or whatever it is. So we give them the thing immediately. Okay. Everybody clear on that? And then day 1 is actually the next day after they opt in. We're going to send this email. Cool. Renata's clear. Before I move on, guys, I want to make sure everybody's clear on that and at least understands. This is our build. This is our flow. Really, really important to funnels and knowing the sequencing. So Renata gets it. Mackenzie gets it. How about everybody else here? There's a lot of names in here. Anthony, how we feeling? Jennifer, Jose, Caitlin, Kalan, Michael, Suzanne, Wade. Everybody gets it? Cool. Okay. Okay, good. I saw no no's. We should be good to go. So we have our fulfillment email on day 1. And then guess what, gang? Remember, we just acquired this customer out of thin air, right? Most of us do not really have a list yet. Most of us are going to be going out for the marketplace for the first time, and we're just going to be putting ourselves and our lead magnets out there. Like Jose, he said, that's my case, right? So that means when somebody comes here and they opt in, that means that we did an amazing job. We're able to just go out into the open marketplace. We're able to get somebody to give us their email so we can give Anthony, no problem. Glad to have you here, man. Glad to have you here. So right here, we went out to the open marketplace. We found people out there that they wanted to give us their email address so they could get our lead magnet, right? And we did a great job to do that, but they don't really know us. They know they got our lead magnet, and we worked really hard to make a lead magnet that actually serves them, that actually helps them, that we know we're proud of. And when our dream customer gets that lead magnet, it will help them. So boom, we know we're starting off on a great foot here. We're over delivering on the front end. Well, now the next day, we're going to send them an email because they don't know who we are. Guess what, gang? We're going to tell them who we are. Email one is all about who you are, just as a person, right? Not even, I don't have a product to sell. I don't have a service, right? I don't have all these. As a human being in the world, who are you, right? Like Russell would tell you all about his family. He would tell you about his wrestling career. He would tell you about his journey in college and what led him to doing what he is today. He would just let him know he would let you know who he is. Remember, they don't know us from Adam. They've never seen us before. So day one, super logical. I know, seems super simple, almost seems kindergarten, but email one is going to be simply who we are. And then again, we over delivered on the front end, right? So they're going to open this email. And the whole point here is just to connect with them as a human being, right? We have nothing to sell them yet. We have nothing to push onto them yet. We have nothing to push onto them. We're just letting them know who we are. Then the next day, and remember what a funnel is too, gang. Remember what a funnel is. Let me go to whiteboard. No. No. There it is. Okay. So we have, I guess we'll just go with this. We have a funnel. Boom, boom. And this funnel has, okay, sorry, I'm terrible at art, guys. I'm not a designer, as you will see. But anyway, this is a funnel, okay? If you use a little bit of imagination, I should say. But this is a funnel. So in our email sequence, remember, our email sequences are just like funnels, right? We're going to have everybody go into this email sequence. And as we go, email one attracts everybody. So it's who we are. And as we go down the email sequence, as we get closer to the end, which would be day 6 right here, okay, we're going to have people fall off. Believe it or not, gang, and this is a good thing. This is a good thing to have happen. But believe it or not, you're going to launch your funnel and you're going to find that some people opt in and they open your day one and you tell them who you are and they unsubscribe. Right there on the first email, they're gone. They unsubscribe. They're not going to see the rest of your emails. You're not even going to send it to them because they're gone. And that's okay. Right? That is okay. Because we are targeting our dream customer right now. We didn't build this funnel for every single person in the entire universe because that's impossible. We didn't build this email sequence for every single person in the entire universe, right? We built this for our dream customer. So we will have people hopping off on certain emails, maybe unsubscribing. Maybe they just stop opening, they stop reading, they stop doing the thing. That's okay, because let's say we get 100 people into this email sequence, right? On the first email, 10 of them hop off, they unsubscribe, they're gone, right? You're like, I told them who I am, and they just don't vibe with that. They don't like me, and that's okay. It is okay. We're not searching for everyone. We're searching for our people. So 100 people hit the email sequence. 10 of them drop off on email one. right? Awesome. So I have 90 people here that are still really interested. 90 potential dream customers. Email two, I might have 2 or 3 people hop off, right? They're like, okay, cool. And email two is what you do, right? Email two, we tell them what it is that we do. Literally, what do we do? Are we an agency? Do we sell towels? Do we sell foot cream? Do we help you get rid of your foot fungus naturally? Are we a coach, a consultant, an author, a speaker? Do we have physical products that'll help their life? What is it that we do? Are we an inventor? What do we do? Okay. But again, when it comes to a funnel, some people are going to be dropping off, maybe 10 on the first one, first email, then maybe 3 on the second email, and then maybe 1 on the third email, right? But by the time we get through the funnel, it started with 100. Now we get to here, and there's 68 people instead of those 100. That's amazing. That's incredible. That's how it should be. That's the goal of what we're doing here. I wrote my email sequence where I built my reputation. I share with them my attractive character. I am not for everybody. I can't be. It's impossible. I have a hyper focus on my dream customer. And that means as they go through that email sequence, the people I don't want to work with are gone. They're out of it. And now we get to the end and I have 68 people who are my dream customers, who do want to work with me, right? Who do resonate with me, who do enjoy me. They like the reputation I've built. And now they all serious people, right? Because I weeded out the nonsense. I got rid of the people that aren't going to resonate with me. I got rid of the people that aren't doing the thing I needed to do. That is the goal of this email sequence. Please understand, you will never, ever, ever in your life, yes, I will say that, you will never, ever, ever in your life launch an email sequence that has 100 people start in it and at the end there's 100 people. That will not happen. I feel like if that does happen too, we're making a mistake, right? If that ever happens to somebody, reach back out and let me know, because I believe by the time we get to here, email 6, where we're going to tell them how we can work together, we're not going to close anybody, right? As you go through your email sequence, people should be hopping off. People should be getting out of it. We have a hyper focus, a hyper target on our dream customer, and we speak only to them always, right? It's like, yeah, Dante, we got to the end, there were 68 people. I wanted all 100. No, we want the 68 people that resonated with what we've said so far. We've set them, this entire email sequence sets them for email 6 when we let them know how we can do it for them. I don't know about you guys, but me personally, I would rather pitch to 20 or 30 people out of 100 who are super serious about the thing and my dream customers rather than 100 random people. I'd rather be able to run them through a funnel and get the right people here. So when it comes to the pitch, it's a no-brainer. It's easy peasy for my customers. That's what we're doing here. And just to be really clear, all right, this is how real email sequences work. How this is how Russell and Todd do this. How everybody does it, right? If you really do, this is the whole point of an email sequence. Awesome. Anthony agrees. Love that, guys. So now that we know that, we're no longer scared of people dropping off. We're juiced about it, right? We see, oh, I started with 100, I ended with 68. We are pumping our fists like, yes, let's get it. So the email sequence itself starts day 1 after we over deliver on the front end. We have day 1 and we're simply going to tell them who we are. Then we have day 2 and we're going to simply tell them what you do. And don't worry too much, guys, about trying to figure this out right now, because I'm literally going to build the whole sequence with you guys together in funnel scripts, and you're just going to copy and paste into your email sequences. It's really simple. So we just got to understand the whole theory. Day 2 is what you do, right? What is it that you do? And you're not going to go into too much specifics, right? Because day 3 is how you do it. You're going to show them the specific strategies that you follow, how you do the thing. But day 2 is just what you do. Maybe you're a relationship coach, and what you do is save relationships and save people from divorce and keep families together, right? If that's what you do, boom, that's what we're going to tell them in day 2, what it is that we do. And then, of course, day 3 is how we do it. We're going to tell them specifically, hey, here's how we do the thing. Most people approach it this way, but here's how we do it, right? We do it a little different. And because we do it a little different like this, we get the results that we get here, right? So day 3 is how you do it. Day 4 is the tipping point. Okay, day 4 is our tipping point. This is a huge email in the sequence. It's how we learned it. It's how we learned it. These 3 emails really build our reputation, our authority, and they're letting customers know that, like, hey, we're real people doing the thing and we have great results and we're serious about doing this thing for our people. But day 4 is where everything happens because this is where we tell them how we learned it and we earned it. This is a kicker in your email process. This is your tipping point right here. Because up until this point, they're just like, oh, okay, cool. You're just like every other person out there that does this thing. I've seen it all the time. This, how we learned it and earned it, is how we truly connect with our customers. This is how we tell them stories. This is how we tell them our blood, sweat, and tears, all the things that we've had to lose and sacrifice and pour into, all the failures that we've had, all the massive roadblocks that we've had to overcome or that smashed us and destroyed us, right? We're telling them how we learned it and we earned it. And this is what Russell does in all of his presentations. This is what all good salesmen do in all of their presentations. They talk about the failures. They talk about the roadblocks because guess what, gang? As we go through this email sequence, your customers are resonating with you. Day 1, you tell them who you are and they're like, "Oh man, he seems kind of cool. We have some common interests. We have some things that I can relate to him with, and he seems just like a cool person or a good person or a kind person or whatever it is that your attractive character you're building is, right? So we tell them who you are, and they kind of resonate with that. Not everybody, of course, some leave, but your people that you're pulling in, they're going to resonate with that, right? You're telling them who you are. So they're like, oh, awesome. Day 2, another email hits. They're like, whoa, Dante emailed me again. Let's see what he says. And now we're telling them what we do. It's like, oh man, Dante does some pretty cool stuff. I'd actually be interested in that. Right? That's kind of something I've been thinking that I need too. That's cool, awesome. So then day 3 comes. Like, oh man, Dante hit me up again. Let's see what he's got to say. They go read that email because I'm engaging and attracting with them on each step. This is like another step in the funnel. It's all it is, right? Day 3, I'm telling them how I do it. They're like, oh man, they do the thing that I kind of need done, and the way that he explained how he did it kind of makes sense. That seems pretty awesome, right? So far we've built a great reputation. They understand who we are, what we do, how we do it, but why would they ever want to work with us? Right? So far we're still just really a random person that met them out in the world, and they enjoy us, they understand everything, but like, you know, it's not really solidified yet. They don't really have this pull. They're not thinking about me before they go to sleep at night and how I might be able to help their business. Right? It's not there yet until we hit day 4, how we learned it and how we earned it. Because now we're going to tell them, hey, to be able to do what I do best and to figure out this best way to do it, here's what I had to do. Right? I had to lose this. I had to crash this business. I had to go over these roadblocks and these hurdles, and then these hurdles I didn't even see. And then after those hurdles was a massive thorn bush that I could have gone around, but I didn't know I could go around. So I had to walk through the thorn bush. And by the time I came through everything, I was battered, I was torn, I was beaten, I was whipped up, but I finally made it to the end. And guess what? When you show them that, number 1, it shows them like, oh, he's done the thing that I want to do, right? Because remember, we have a customer down here, we have their desire where they want to get up here. We're now showing them, hey, all these things that you see in front of you, all these problems that you foresee, they are there. And I did get over them. And in doing so, I learned all these things. Right? This is how Russell does it every time. And I'm really passionate about day 4 because this is what got me, right? I told you guys my story about staying up late at night one time with cold sweats and a pit in my stomach because my life wasn't where I thought it was going to be. And then one day, Russell's ad popped across my screen, right? I think I've shared that story with you guys. This was the ad that hit my screen. It was a little snippet of him telling his story on how he learned it and earned it. And Russell really learned this when he was speaking from stage. Okay, so here's the story real quick on it. Yes, Renata, this is 6 days in a row. This whole sequence every single day. So really, day 1, immediately we send them our fulfillment email. And then the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. This is 6 days in a row. Realistically, 7 days in a row because we have a fulfillment email here. But absolutely every single day, we don't skip a beat. So in Russell's case, here's what he was doing, guys. Early on in his, early on in his career, when he started speaking from stage, he was traveling around and he had a really great opportunity to go to a big event but man, Russell had been speaking so much. He'd been traveling and grinding, and he missed his family. So he gets to go out and he gets to go speak on a really big stage to the people that he wants to speak to. Great opportunity, and he knew it, so he had to go do that thing. So Russell gets up on stage and he comes up and he says the typical, "Hey, I'm Russell Brunson. I have this company that's done this, and this, and I'm worth a lot of money. So I'm here to share everything with you today. I'm here to pull back the curtain and give you guys the expert secrets on what I learned and how I got here." And he looks up at the room and everybody's snoring. One guy starts doodling on his pen and paper. Another guy's looking at the exit sign, and he's like, "Oh, well, that's terrible, right?" So he goes up there and he goes up and he says, "All right, secret number one. If you're going to try and have this success online, this is the most pivotal secret. You have to learn secret number one." And he tells him a secret, and he looks up on the crowd, and not only did nobody clap, not only did nobody excited, right? People started getting out their cell phones, and he can tell they weren't taking notes because there was just one finger swiping up and down. And he's like, "Well, what the heck?" He's just thinking this on stage, and he's getting really angry because remember, he was tired. He was over it. He'd been traveling all over the country doing these speaking engagements. He missed his family. He didn't want to be there, but he had to be there, right? So he's frustrated going in. He gives secret number one. He pours his soul out, and people don't even look. They start scrolling Facebook on their phone. Right, so he's like, "Oh, this is terrible. I hate this." Russell didn't say hate this. He doesn't have hate in his heart. But anyway, he's like, "This is not fun." He's getting angry. He goes to secret number two, and he's like, "Boom!" So after we learned secret number one, I learned secret number two. Once I have this thing, the next thing I had to do was this thing, and once I did this thing, it led me to this thing, and boom, there's secret number three. He gets to secret number three, and he looks up in the room, and not only is everybody totally blanked out, there's a guy in the front row with his head back sleeping. Another guy gets up to just leave completely, and now Russell just loses it. He gets mad. He slams his hand down on the little keynote that they have up there. He slams his hand down right into the microphone, and he says, "Are you kidding me?" And now everybody stands up. Right now they're attentive, and he realizes, "Oh, okay, I got their attention. Well, what do I do now?" So he just went into the story, right? He just told him how he learned it and earned it. He stumbled into this just out of pure frustration that day. But here's what he did. He slammed his hand down. He said, "Are you guys kidding me?" And they all started looking at him. And he said, "Do you know what I've had to go through to learn this? Do you know what I've had to sacrifice? Do you know how much blood, sweat, and tears I've laid all over? Do you know how many failures I've had to go through to learn these things? I've lost thousands and millions of dollars, right?" Yes, exactly, the value. He said, "I've lost this, I made this failure, I hit this roadblock." And now, after he shared that with them, well, guess what? Everybody's now up. The phones are down, the pens are in their hand, they got their thing on the notebook, and now they're listening. Now they're intent on what he's saying. Now they care about what he's saying because he was no longer just some dude up on stage talking about the success that he had. He told them how he learned it and earned it. And guess what? As you're doing that, the people in the crowd, they're realizing, "Oh, well, I'm going through that same thing right now. Oh, my business is crashing because of that exact same thing right now. Oh, I made that mistake last week." Right? You're connecting with them. You're resonating with them. You're telling them all the things, the hardships that you've had to go through in order to be able to be here with your success and to share that success with them. Now we connected with them as a human being. We have validated ourselves to them. They don't want to they don't want to hit the roadblocks we had, right? We told them about the two businesses that had to fail. They don't want their business to fail. We told them about the roadblock that we had to jump over, but we missed and we landed on our face deeper in a pothole. They want to avoid all the problems. And you're telling them the problems that are coming up in their road and how you were able to get away from them, how you learned it and earned it, guys. It's the tipping point. It's the tipping point. And remember, as your customers go through this, right, you're resonating with them right here. When you show them all the things that you had to go through in order to learn this, they are resonating with that. Let's say you're a relationship consultant. Okay, you help people save their marriages. By the time you get to day 4, how you learned it, maybe you had to go through a divorce. Right. And maybe you have a beautiful story about how you remarried your original partner and all that stuff, but maybe you had to go through a divorce. And that's how you learned this thing, is by actually going through that divorce. So guess what? When you talk about how you learned it and earned it, how you had to go through the divorce, how you had to do a custody battle, how you had to do all this nonsensical stuff, right, that nobody hopefully ever has to go through. But maybe as you go through that and you're telling that, guess what? Your customers are here because they're having problems in their relationship. And guess what? They're thinking about possibly having to get a divorce. And when you're telling them that you already had to go through the thing that they don't want to go through, and you've learned about how you don't have to go through that, you are validating yourself right then. You are resonating with them. You're showing them how they don't have to do the thing just by telling your story. Okay. Day 4 is a super important email. Maybe day 4, maybe you're trying to sell a funnel, and like a physical funnel in real life. If you were trying to pour liquid into a small container, you would pour that into an actual physical funnel. So not a sales funnel, a real funnel, right? Maybe you're trying to sell a funnel. When it comes to how you learned it or earned it, right? You'd be like, man, I came up with this funnel because I used to always have to put gas in my lawnmower. And every time I put gas in my lawnmower, it would overflow, it'd get all over my lawnmower, it'd get all of my grass, it'd kill that grass for 6 months. And then one time I tried to start my lawnmower and the lawnmower caught on fire and it was super dangerous because my kid was right next to me. Right. So I created this funnel. So never again would I ever have to spill gas while I'm pouring in my lawnmower. I don't care if you're selling a coaching product, a consulting product, a physical product, whatever it is. Right. If you're selling a physical product, that physical product solves a problem or gives enjoyment to the customer. Right. So how did you come up with it? How'd you learn it? What thing did you have to go through? It doesn't matter what your product or service is, what industry, what niche you're in. This is our tipping point. It's a massive, massive part of our email. Okay. So once we tell them how we learned it or earned it, they're like, boom. So I see that roadblock ahead and I know these things are going to happen. And Dante's already gone through that. Dante's already had success and Dante already knows the secrets. And I want to fast track my success. I want to get away from those roadblocks. I want to make sure I hit the least amount of bumps possible. So that sounds awesome, Dante. I'm with it. Right? I understand what you've been through. I get it. I'm with it. And now day 5, they're opening this email. They're opening this email because this is our tipping point. And then they hit day 5 and you say, who do you do it for? Another huge email in the sequence. We are pre-validating or sorry, not pre-validating. We are, what's the word? Oh my goodness, guys, what's the word? Like when you go through a survey and some people meet the requirements, some people don't. Oh my goodness. There it is, qualifying. Thank you, geez Louise. So our customers are pre-qualifying themselves right now. After we take them through the sequence, you guys are all good. It's funny, Jennifer. As we take them through the sequence, the whole thing is a pre-qualification, really. But when we get to day 5, this is a big one. Okay, because now customers know who we are. They resonate with our character. They understand who we are and they like it. We tell them what they do and they're like, oh, that's awesome. Those are things that I'm going to need done. We tell them how we do it. They understand how we do it. They think it makes sense in their head. They like our strategies. We tell them how we learned it or earned it. They're like, oh man, I'm on board now. I don't want to see any of that happen to me. This is awesome. Right? Then we get to day 5 and we say who we do it for. And we basically share our dream customer with them. We basically share our dream customer, basically telling them like, hey, who we do this for, it's this person and this person and this person. And it's if you're going through this thing and if you're experiencing this thing or if you're trying to do this thing, right? You're just basically stating out your dream customer. And guess what? That's who they are. So now in the sequence, they go through it. They're all about it. They're on board with everything. And we get down here and we say, who do you do it for? And they're like, oh, that's me. Raise your hand. That's me. I'm exactly who they do it for. It's like, oh my God, that's amazing. They literally just spelt out who I am, what I'm going through, and how they can help. And oh my gosh, this is incredible. And then day 6 comes. And it's our pitch day. Day 6 is our pitch day where we would show them how they can have it done for them today. How I can do it for you today. You are my customer, right? You qualified yourself on day 5. You read that and in your mind and in your heart, you know, like, boom, I am that person. It seems like everything that they do makes sense to me and they can do it for me. I'm the person that they say they have the most success with, who they're really trying to find. That's me. How I can do it for them, that's our offer, that's our pitch, and that's how they can take action today on doing the thing. A very simple 6-day email sequence, but highly effective. And Russell really picked a great one here for you guys. Again, as you are in this state, for most of you, we're building our reputation. We're building that reputation with our customers. All right, this is an awesome sequence for that. So remember, down here, we're just going to put little blurbs, little descriptions, little paragraphs, just to keep us on track. Right, just to keep us on track so we understand what we're doing. Now, we're going to come down here. Now that we understand everything, we have our to-do checklist. Number one is watch Yada's video, and I highly recommend this to everybody. Jennifer said, I feel like I do what you typed in day 2 sometimes. Sure, absolutely. I feel you on that one, Jennifer. Okay, so our to-do checklist, absolutely. Watch Yada's video. Yada came up with this email sequence for you guys, and Yada wrote out the email sequence. And, Yada's used this many times in her business as well. Cliff said, my client list is very small, tiny, muy poco. Beautiful. That's awesome. So send your list through this email sequence. Weed out the people that aren't your dream customers anymore, that aren't really resonating with you. And then by the time you get to the end of it, you'll have qualified those customers. So now out of that small list, we'll know the people that are serious. And even though it's a small list, Cliff, it can be the accelerator, the catalyst for your business, right? That's what you can start with. Go start working for the people on that small list. Go start working for them while you go run ads and collect new customers and get your lead magnet out there. No problem, guys. Yes, step one, watch Yada's video. And I really do recommend that, because Yada wrote these emails out. It is amazing to hear the author read the words that they wrote. All right, so that's what she is doing. You can hear the inflection in her voice, the deflection in her voice. You can hear when she gets fast. You can hear when she gets slower. Okay, it is going to be only beneficial for you to watch that. It's not a long video, but it should be give you a great insight and really help you connect with how she writes her copy. It's really great, guys. So definitely watch Yada's video. We watch that video, boom, awesome. Next thing is to write our emails in the copy generator. And that's right here, step 2. So let's go do that. I'm going to do it with you guys today. One thing about this session, I want this to be a super impactful session. I want you guys to understand how emails work. I want you guys to understand how to build these emails in funnel scripts. Personally, I do a lot of copywriting, so I am a huge fan of funnel scripts. It allows me to write any scripts, any emails, any ads, anything within minutes, as long as I have my avatars. Cool, you guys just had some great questions. But real quick, again, I want this to be an impactful session. I want you to be able to learn exactly how to do this. I'm going to give you step-by-step instructions. Remember, this video is also recorded. Okay, this video is recorded, so you can go back and watch at a later time. Just be with me here for now. And when you guys are ready later on to go build your emails, you can literally follow this step by step. All right, I want this to be a really impactful session for you today. So some great questions. Renata said, so would this be an introduction to everyone who signs up, provides their email, and is an auto send to all new subscribers? Absolutely, Renata. This is the email sequence. You're going to build your lead magnet, and then you're going to go put it out there. How you put it out there doesn't matter, guys. Doesn't matter. You can go use paid ads, and you can run Facebook ads to your dream customers, or you can run organic methods like creating your Facebook pages, your Facebook groups. Maybe you have a YouTube channel with people that already watch, right? Like, I just want to share this real quick. If you have a YouTube channel and you already have people watching, you can just start putting this into all of your videos, right? So at the end of your video, like for instance, I just worked with somebody. It's wild. It blows my mind, and it's really cool to share these things with people. So I won't get too deep. Anyway, I was working with somebody who was a hypnotist. Okay, they were a hypnotist, and they had a YouTube channel where they would make videos on how to self-hypnotize so you can get rid of things. Like if you wanted to quit smoking, you could self-hypnotize and you could train yourself like that mentally to stop smoking. So whether you believe in that or not doesn't matter. Here's the deal. That guy got 1 million views on every single one of his videos. Every single one of his videos would always get 1 million views. 800,000 was the lowest end. So that means that when he put a video out, he could pretty much bank that 1 million people are going to watch that video. He didn't understand that those were people interested in his thing. That was warm traffic. He just made a YouTube video and put it out there. His YouTube channel had like 20,000 subscribers, right? But his videos are getting millions of views. So I shared with him that he needs to go make a new video. And at the end of that video, he has to have a 15-second blurb where he says, hey guys, if you want to learn how to do this all for yourself, I have a free guide that you can take right with you, put it on your phone, and you can learn how to do this at any moment, anywhere, anytime. Click the link in the description and you can go download that free guide completely for free. And now guess what? He's collecting 20% of every single video that he puts out there. 20% of the people go and opt in. So he goes and makes a video and he gets 200,000 leads of people that are interested in hypnotism. And now guess what? Guess what, guys? He has a list of 200,000 people that he markets to, and he sells them his products and services in the hypnotism space. All right, so traffic methods don't matter. If you have a way to go use organic things, organic would be like YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Facebook, maybe TikTok, right? Maybe you have a TikTok and you have like one of those business channels and you're like, I show people how to become marketers, right? Or whatever. Maybe you have a business TikTok where you talk about business strategies and business tactics. Guys, put your lead magnet there. If you have videos on your YouTube that you've already put out there, just go edit the video, add a little 20-second clip at the end. Go put your lead magnet link in the description and push people to go get your thing, right? That's traffic. Okay, it's traffic. I could care less where your traffic comes from. YouTube, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok. It doesn't matter. Once you guys have this lead magnet, you can start putting it there and you can get organic traffic in. Okay. So yes, Renata, this would be for new people to go sign up. As soon as they opt into your lead magnet, remember they get email 1, which is the fulfillment email. And then after that, 6 emails right in a row. Take the lead, get the lead right here, nurture, will fulfill on the lead right here, and then nurture the lead. And day 6 is the next step in the value ladder, how you can do the thing for them, your paid product and service. Awesome question. Okay, Wade says, should I send the people in my present list the lead magnet before sending them through the emails? Yeah, Wade, you can always just shoot out your present list. You can make a one-time email. If you're a platinum member in ClickFunnels, that's a broadcast. But make a one-time email blast that goes out to your list and let them know, hey guys, I just created this amazing, awesome thing. It should help these people do this thing. If you feel like you're one of those people and you need some help doing this thing, go download my lead magnet right now. It should help tremendously, right? Just go put it out to your list, and then boom, if they download your lead magnet, then they'll get on this list and they'll receive the email sequence. That's a great idea, Wade. Absolutely. Remember, we just want to provide value to our customers. Right. So I do that anytime. Anytime I come up with a new lead magnet, guys, I always send it to my list in case they want to get it. Because when they get it, boom, now they're hot again. They always stay warm and those things can get into hot. So great idea. Absolutely, Wade. And then Cliff says, do we still need to set up a follow-up funnel if we're using GetResponse in ClickFunnels, or do we do everything in GetResponse? Great question. Let me go show you guys how this works. Awesome question. So here we go. Am I in the right one? Yes. Okay, cool. So how this works, if you guys are on the $97 plan, you run all of your back-end email marketing out of the autoresponder. In Cliff's example, that would be GetResponse. Right? But autoresponders have your lists, your email sequences, and your one-time email blast. Your autoresponder is where your back-end happens. If you're on the $97 plan, you have access to your ClickFunnels tab. So build your front end, right? Build your funnels, make your sales, host your memberships, host your courses, run your webinars, sell your products, right? All the front end you do with your ClickFunnels. But you don't have on the $97 plan, you do not have access to the follow-up funnels tab. This is ClickFunnels autoresponder. So on the platinum plan, you get access to this. In the platinum plan, you have unlimited lists, unlimited one-time email blasts, and unlimited email sequences. If you guys are on platinum, Okay, you're going to build everything in ClickFunnels. You're going to have your front end funnels making your sales, doing your thing. You're going to be able to store unlimited contacts in your account. Then, of all those people that are doing your front end stuff, you have your back end marketing, your lists. I have a purchase list, an abandoned cart list, a master list, right? I have all of my lists right in ClickFunnels, my email right from ClickFunnels. So, again, $97 plan. You're absolutely right, Cliff. You are going to build your funnel, collect your lead. When they opt into your funnel, they get added to your list in GetResponse. And in GetResponse, that list is connected to an email sequence. So I hope that makes sense. On the $97 plan, all of your back-end email marketing happens through the autoresponder. Collect your leads, make your sales, do the thing in ClickFunnels, but you send them to the autoresponder. If you're on Platinum, you do everything right here. You have no need for, if anybody's on Platinum right now and they have an autoresponder that they don't really use, go export your contacts from the autoresponder, go to your list. Let's just go to this list right here. Go export your contacts from the autoresponder, come back here, import your contacts, and use ClickFunnels to start marketing immediately right to them. All right. So great question there, Cliff. Jennifer said, do the contacts of the people who sign up for our list automatically populate there? Yes, that's how it works. Yes, that's how it works. Absolutely, Jennifer. When somebody opts into your funnel, you connect a list to that opt-in funnel. And to the list, we connect an email sequence. So I'm going to create like an opt-in list, and I'm going to add that to my funnel. When they opt into my funnel, they get added to my opt-in list. Let me just show you guys how this works. Let's say this list, when they opt into my funnel, they get added to this list. And this list has one connected follow-up funnel. It has an email sequence connected. So when they opt in, they get added to this list and they receive the connected email sequence. That's just marketing automation, guys. It's just marketing automation. When we go to our funnel, right here, I think this will have an opt-in. It won't. No worries. This one will. Okay. So we have an opt-in funnel here. Let's just use this. When somebody opts in here, I'm going to add them to my list. I'm a Platinum member, so I do that in the automation tab and make an action. Now, here's all my lists. You guys can't see it, but here we go. There's that list again. Let me hop over here. Let me show you guys. I have this list, YFF example 72122. It has one connected email sequence. It is this email sequence right here. Okay, so my list has an email sequence created and connected. All I have to do is get people on my list. So back to our funnel. When somebody opts in, ClickFunnels internal is going to add them to a list right here. So boom. I just have that action created right there, and I just connected it. Boom. Now everybody who opts in here on my opt-in step, everybody gets added to that list. Again, they get added to my list and they receive the email sequence connected. If you're on the $97 plan, gang, here's how we do it. We enter the editor. No, that's false. Just give me a sec here. We enter the editor. Great. We go to our settings drop down, and here's my opt-in page. Okay. You have my button right here to download your free report. My button opens the pop-up. So if we show the pop-up, here's where I'm collecting that customer information. Okay. So now when somebody opts in here, we go to settings drop down, integrations. Now I can choose my integration. So I'll just choose Aweber here because that's the only one I have that works. Now, when somebody opts in here, my Aweber is going to fire. I want to add them to a list. And the list I'm going to add them to is anyone that I choose here, but I'm going to add them to Justin Test. And guess what? In Aweber, my Justin Test list will have an email sequence connected to it. Just like here in ClickFunnels, I have my YFF example list as an email sequence connected to it. So if you're on the $97 plan, we go into the editor, settings drop down, integrations, and then we're going to set up our integration right here. What list do we want to add them to? From there, you have everything done in ClickFunnels. Okay, from there, you're done. Well, of course, you're going to make a thank you page, right? We're going to make a thank you page right here. We're going to make a thank you page. They land on it, says, thank you so much for opting in. Go check your email. and you're going to be able to get that asset, yada, yada, yada. But that's it. From here, you're going over to your autoresponder, and they're getting the email sequence from that. Michelle just asked, what is Aweber? Aweber is an autoresponder. On the $97 plan, you really need an autoresponder. And the autoresponder simply has your lists and your email sequences. So that you need to have a list. I used to say it's optional, guys. It's not optional, especially in today's day and age with the iOS 14 updates and all sorts of privacy things happening. Never in the history of internet has it been more important to have your own list, right? So when people opt in, we have to be adding them to our list so we can store them. On the $97 plan, you guys need an autoresponder. On Platinum, you just do it all right in ClickFunnels. All right, so awesome question. Awesome question there, Jennifer. And then she asks, if you have campaigns in the same business, is it okay to merge lists? Yeah, sure, absolutely. But we also have filter rules, right? So I can have one funnel, and if a customer only opts in and doesn't buy the product, I can send them certain emails. If they opt in and do buy the product, I can send them different emails. We automate in ClickFunnels here, guys. We automate the entire process, and we only send emails to the right customers based on the actions they've already taken. That's how Russell has so many lists with millions of people on them, right? And he can send them the right emails to the right people. So all that's in ClickFunnels here. All right, Michelle said, do you have a 6-day nurture email sequence for each step of your value ladder? Yes. If the first step of your value ladder is $20 thing, and then you have a $100 thing, would you just start the whole thing over with the same people? When someone opts out, or they automatically move from the list on the back end? So yes, Michelle, when they opt out, when they unsubscribe, they are removed from your lists on the back end. And in ClickFunnels, they can even see what lists they're on, and they can choose to opt out of all of them. And absolutely, if I have multiple steps in my value ladder, as we all should, each email will be a new step in the value ladder. Sorry. Yes, I will have an email sequence, a whole sequence for each new step, right? Because my first email sequence is going to get them interested, tell them all about the $20 thing and how it can help them do their thing bigger, better, faster, stronger, right? Then after that, once they buy, I'm going to fulfill on the $20 thing. So send my fulfillment emails. And then I'm going to put another nurture sequence in there, another email sequence. And then now that they have this $20 thing, I'm going to tell them all about the results they should be seeing, how their life should be getting better. And then I'm going to tell them about my $100 product and how it can do all these other amazing things in their life and help them do the next thing better, faster, stronger. And then they're going to buy my $100 product. And then I'm going to have another email sequence that's going to promote my $997 product. Right. And again, not every single person is going to buy. Not every single person is going to go from step one to the very end of your value ladder. But this is how you maximize on everything. This is how you get people to take those next steps that they're not currently taking. Right. It's by having absolutely. I have an email sequence for everything. And then Michelle says, does it split it out on the back end of the people who have purchased, so you know who to retarget? Oh, yes, of course, Michelle, we have all these that's built into ClickFunnels Platinum, right? So if they purchase, they stop receiving these emails and they start receiving the new emails for the new product whenever you set that up. But if they don't purchase, they keep getting these emails. Absolutely. It does all that. That whole process is automated, Michelle. Absolutely. Okay. On the $97 plan, you have to do all of that from the autoresponder. So your autoresponder, whoever it is that you're using, you do all of the back-end marketing. The back-end marketing is everything I just shared with you guys. Your lists and your email sequences and how you automate and set that all up. All of that happens out of the autoresponder on the $97 plan. Michelle said, is there a training on the back end techie stuff? Not really, but what you have is the One Funnel Away Challenge, the OFA. And in OFA, all the consultants you've seen here, we all work on OFA as well. So Eli, Morag, Lee, and myself. And in OFA, I'm actually the technical coach. So I show you guys how to set up all the techie stuff. I help people build their email sequences all the time. So the best way to get that help with email sequences is definitely to join OFA. If you guys, anybody here, if anybody here is going to be on ClickFunnels Platinum, I highly recommend you join OFA. Not only so you can learn how to sell your products and make sales funnels and grow your business, but also because the amount of consulting and the amount of tech help that you get in OFA is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I actually have tech sessions 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. So that's 15 hours a week of live tech where I'm just in a live webinar. We go into your account. I look at everything. I help you fix what you're struggling with, right? It's awesome. It's super high value. So if you guys are going to be on Platinum, use the One Funnel Away challenge. Go in there. Let myself and the rest of the coaches show you guys how to really maximize that account. If you really want to learn ClickFunnels, that in my opinion, OFA is the best place to do it. It really, really is. We can just devote so much time and resources to you guys. It's awesome. Jennifer said, I need that, but taking baby steps over here. Well, Jennifer, maybe it's time to lengthen our stride, right? When you say I need that, well, go get that. Go get that thing you need. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, cool, guys. So let's get back to things here. I think everybody understands, or hopefully everybody understands, the difference between the $97 plan and the $297 plan and how that's going to work. Cliff said, when does OFA start again? We have another OFA coming up. August 8th is the next one that starts. August 8th. So back to here. Step 2 is to fill out our email copy. So we're just going to click this box right here. All right, it's going to take you down here. If you already have an account with Funnel Scripts, you can click that right here and access. If you don't have an account, create your free one right here. So I already have an account. I'm going to click that button, and it's going to take me right here to my existing users. Now I'm going to put this in. All right, beautiful. And now we are in. I am into my Funnel Scripts. When you guys do that, especially if you're creating an account for free, it's going to take you right to the right script. For me, I have to go down here to Funnel Scripts free, and I want my email copy generator. Boom. So this is where it will take you. Now, here's the deal, gang. In Funnel Scripts, this is Jim Edwards software, and Jim does a really, really, really great job walking you through things. So he'll explain the email copy. He'll explain the process. He'll explain the theory. He'll explain step by step what you're doing, what your goals are, what you're hoping to accomplish. He does a really good job going over that. And Jim's a copy wizard. He really does get it. So it's awesome to watch Jim. Also, he will show you how to actually do the thing. So I always recommend, like I said, guys, I use Funnel Scripts a lot. I like to write copy. I like to do funnel stuff. So it's a great tool that I use a lot. But how I learned how to use Funnel Scripts was really watching Jim's videos. He did a great job. You can take, what's this minute? This video is 10 minutes. This video is in the extended demo. It's extra, more information. It's 18. So a total of 28 minutes, and you guys will learn a tremendous amount from these videos. I definitely encourage you to watch them. Let me do my best to try and shorten up Funnel Scripts for you guys. So in Funnel Scripts, copy follows frameworks. Just like business follows frameworks, good sales copy follows frameworks. If you go study sales copy over the last hundreds of years, you will see that the best and highest converting sales copy over the years, the best marketing campaigns, all follow certain frameworks. The words inside of them are different, but the process and the steps are all very similar. Good copy follows frameworks, just like good business does. So how Jim has Funnel Scripts set up is literally plug and play. Jim is going to ask you questions. Jim is going to ask you questions and you are going to fill them in. That's all it is. All right, so up top is, what is your name? My name is Jim Edwards. Sorry, right here. Jim has an example project, and I encourage all of you guys to load this in. So click this right here, and it'll load in what Jim has already written. How Funnel Scripts really works is you create avatar profiles. Like in mine, I can't get into it right now, but in mine, I have a ton of avatar profiles. I have a health and wellness avatar. I have a business owner avatar. I have I have an entrepreneur avatar. I have a failed entrepreneur avatar, right? I have all sorts of customer avatars, and it's my pre-built dream customer, right? Jim asked me questions, and I just pre-build an avatar, and then I come down here. I go to my copy that I want to use. So whether I'm running an ad, creating content, I want to use my expert secret scripts or my .com secret scripts, right? Or my one funnel away scripts, or whatever it is that I want to use. I just go to the script, and then I come down here and I just load in my avatar. I click it, it loads in, and the whole thing is built for me just like it is for you guys. That's really how to use funnel scripts. Because now, as you can see, I have my whole email sequence. No, Renata, it is not included with ClickFunnels. It is on, it is Jim's software. It's a different software. It's a Jim and Russell are really close, and he pretty much built this for people using ClickFunnels, but it is a different business. Okay, and just so you guys know too, right now Jim has this on a lifetime offer. So it's a lifetime purchase right now. He doesn't always do that, and it's pretty much everybody goes nuts when he does, because I think right now it's like $697 for lifetime, the rest of your life. I bought this years ago, and I think it was like $897 back then, or maybe $997 is what I bought it for. But it's paid for itself 100 times over. It's awesome software once we learn how to use it. So I always recommend for you guys, on your first time here, do what I just did. Click this topic, click this avatar. It's going to build it in. And how you really want to learn how to do this is just learn how Jim answers the questions. Okay, it's all following frameworks. You just answer the questions, and it's going to spit out your copy. So who you are, right? Day 4, back to our one pager. Day 1 is who you are. Day 2 is what you do. Oops, so sorry. When I come back here, where am I? There, geez, sorry. When I come back here, this is the who you are. It's already built out, right? So just learn, watch, go through this, learn how Jim is answering, right? How he asked the question, what happened for you to cause a shift in your journey? And he goes into, in 1997, I had a chance meeting at homecoming, right? You just learn how to fill the questions in. That's all it is. That's all it is right there. So always build that out, put those customers in there, but then we have down here what you do, right? And you're going to just look what Jim did. Look at how he wrote it out. Look at the words he said, the tenses he used. That's the biggest thing. And here's the honest thing that I see with funnel scripts, gang. I don't think I've ever written an email and funnel scripts that I didn't have to tweak or at least change one word. I always change something. I always tweak something. Funnel scripts gets me 95% of the way there. I'll even still to this day, I'll write things in the wrong tense, or I'll answer a question wrong. But as you guys are going to see, it builds out all my emails for me. So now all I have to do is just go in there, and I have to edit that one sentence, right? I have my whole sequence. I have my whole email built. I just have to change one sentence, or I just have to change one word, right? It does a lot of the bulk for me, but of course we can all tweak it. All right, so now we've answered all the questions. As you guys go down, you're going to answer all the questions, and we hit build. Boom. Here we go. It just built for us. We have our email number 1, who we are. We have our subject. I should have never gotten this far. We have our pre-header. Everything that happened to me screamed, you're going to fail, but I was just stubborn enough to make it, right? And then guess what? We go into the story about Jim. Who is Jim? Guys, do this exactly. Excuse me. This is totally free. Jim's giving you guys this completely for free. So use it. Go to your day 4, hop down here, step 2, create your account. Take this account and look at the emails he made. Oops, sorry. Look at the emails he made, right? Look at the words that he says. Email 1 is who you are. Go read this email. It's a great email, and you'll see how Jim shows people who he really is, right? Just go read that. And now check it out too, gang. It's plug and play. So again, out of all this text, you might have to change up like one, maybe two sentences, maybe like this sentence. You just didn't write it out right and it doesn't seem right in this email. Boom, just edit it, right? Just go copy and paste this into a Google Doc and edit it, no problem. But all of this is created. It's a great, great time saver. So go read through this. Now, it is plug and play. I want to hop back over to my ClickFunnels account. Once I click on my list right here, here's my list. I just clicked in. I have my connected follow-up funnel. So I can just click on that. And here's one that I already have built out. We can see 0 hours immediately. As soon as the customer opts in, I fulfill on my lead magnet. And then I go into the emails. Who are you? What do you do? How you do it, right? This is literally it. So let me build one with you guys. Yeah, I have a couple seconds. Let me build a step with you right now. So our step name, we need to put our step name in. So let's hop over to Jim and find out our step name. It is who are you? Back over here, put our name in, and we want to send an email. So we use email messenger. All right, boom, there's who we are. Now we just created that email. Here it is. Each email is its own step, as you guys can see, and now you can edit it individually. That's perfect, just as you want it to be. So now we have our step name. Who are you? Send from, I want to send it from my email, info@controlyourclicks.com. And there we go. I have my mailman, so I put it in there. I'm going to send from my name. That's the alias people know me as. My filter rules, I can leave them as they are, but let's say you guys wanted to see like how to send the right email to the right customer. Check it out. So I can use a product rule. I can say they must have bought my product equal to the initial product. I can put another one here, and that's never bought product equal to my, let me scroll my page down here so we can all see. They never bought upsell. So they bought my product initial, but they never bought my upsell. And they were engaged with me 31 days ago. I just put those rules on there. Now, if customers on my list have not met these rules, they won't get the emails. They're filter rules. They're gold. I won't go into them right now much. We do a lot in OFA about them. But just know filter rules are gold. As you guys are making your sequence in ClickFunnels, you can leave this rule, just leave it as is. You don't have to do a thing. That's perfect. It just says they must have engaged with you less than 31 days ago. They opted in, a couple days ago. So it's fine. Russell already set it up perfect for you. All right, so we're going to hit next and check it out, gang. Here's where the money happens. I'm a platinum member. So my message, my actual email itself, I get to choose a template and use the ClickFunnels editor to make whatever I want. All right, so let's make it together. First thing we have to do is put in our subject. Let's hop over to Jim and let's grab our subject. Here it is. So we're going to copy. We're going to go back to ClickFunnels. And we're going to paste. We need to grab our pre-header. Let's hop back to Jim. Here's our preview text. Let's copy that. Let's paste it there. Beautiful. Awesome. I saved my own template. Let's just use this one. Beautiful. Now I'm going to edit this. I saved my template, so I can just edit this. All I want to do is I want to get rid of this picture, right? I don't need this picture. So we're going to get rid of it. This would be my logo just for time's sake here, gang. But all we're going to do now is add our text. All right, great. Let's hop back to Jim. Now I have all this email text I want to add in. So let's copy this text. Boom. And you could, of course, use the copy button down here too, if you want, gang. No right or wrong way there. Now I'm going to highlight my text, paste it in here. Bingo, bango, gang. I just wrote my entire email. Oh yeah, remember this line right here didn't make sense. I needed to change that up. Boom. Change it up. Yeah, guys, I want to do this for you so you can, I want this to be an impactful session. Remember, it's recorded. You can go back and watch all these things as many times as you need. And then, of course, hopefully I see everybody in OFA later on down the line, maybe even August 8th. And when you guys are ready to do this and you've already tried and you have questions, I can just help you set it all up. But there it is, oh, this line too. I don't like how that sounds. So let me just change this up. Okay, great. Now I got my email. Now it's where it is. Takes 8 seconds, right? It's awesome. Everything's here. Now I just hop up. It's the editor. It's just like using ClickFunnels. I save the change and bingo. Here's my email. I have it saved. Remember, I have my workflow up top, general settings, message, schedule, and summary. Each email step gets its own workflow. So I'm just going to follow the workflow. I crafted my message. I'm going to hit next. Hey, thanks, Anthony. I appreciate you, man. Okay, now my schedule. When do I want to send this email? Well, let's say this one goes to 6 days. So let me just make this one 7 days. Okay. Now once I set up my schedule, check it out, gang. My step is up here right now. Once I choose my schedule and I make it 7 days, this step is automatically going to move down here. You'll also see this step does not have a time on the left right now. All of these steps have their timing on the left. The reason this one does not is because I've not yet set up my schedule. So once I set this schedule, you're going to notice that it moves right down here. So let's hit review for sending. My schedule has now been saved. It's good to go. And check it out. Now I am down at the bottom. So your email sequence will always order itself in the correct order on the schedule that you set up to send, right? So 0 hours, our fulfillment goes first. Email number 1, who are you? That's going to be 1 day. Email number 2, what you do, that's 2 days. You just put that delay on there. Now we're on our summary step. How did I get to that page? I just hit next. As you do the thing in the bottom right, like check it out. We'll go back here to our message step in the workflow. So I just fill out this step. I put in my subject, my pre-header. I craft my email itself. And once I'm done, I click next in the bottom right. Same thing here. I set up my schedule. I want this to go out 7 days after they opt in. So I put my days. I just click review for sending. That's like a next button. And then boom, now I'm on my summary step. All right, so now on your summary, the big thing that I recommend you guys doing is always send yourself a test. Get in the habit of that day one. We never want to send our customers an email that doesn't say or act the way we want it to. All right, so before you make it live, send yourself a test. Just put the email you want to send it to and then go ahead and send that test email. Now, one last thing I want to show you guys about how simple it is to make emails and email sequences in ClickFunnels is this looks very similar to a funnel, does it not? It has our follow-up funnel name. It has each email is its own step, and they look very similar to a funnel. Let's hop over here and look at a funnel. Let me go to one that's real. And check it out. My order form is its own step. My order confirmation is its own step. My memberships are their own steps, right? My OTOs are their own steps. Each step in the funnel is its own thing. Here's the name of my funnel and then each step, which I can, of course, edit individually. Same thing for an email sequence, gang. Each email is its own step that has a workflow that I can edit individually. And it all has the same editor. When I click edit email here, I'm just in the editor, right? If I need to add a button, boom, click here, add a button. I want to add another image down here, no worries. Click here, add an image. Now I have everything I need. There's my new image, right? I can just hop into my image URL. I can add this. Now we can hop down and check it out. It's just the editor. Same thing as when you click here and build your funnels. So once you learn the editor, once you learn ClickFunnels, you literally learn everything in ClickFunnels. All right, gang. So let's hop back to the one pager. Now we know how to use the email copy generator. We can make our emails. The most time-consuming part of this, gang, is just going to be for you to fill out your questions. Right? Jim asks you a question and you just fill it out. That will be the most time-consuming part. So once you guys do that, it's all plug and play. You're rocking and rolling. You are right there at the end. Now, back to day 4. We need to write our emails in the copy generator. So once we've done that, we check it off. Now, we need to copy the emails into follow-up funnels inside of ClickFunnels, which is what I just showed you guys. right? And here's our steps to actually set up the follow-up funnel, which I really just showed you. But again, of course, if you're really serious about getting your emails set up, do this on your own. Sign up for OFA. It starts August 8th and will take 30 days. It won't take that long. It'll just take a day or two, but we'll show you how to set up the emails the right way, right? And then we'll make you a sales funnel where you can start actually selling your products and services. So when you go to your day 6 in the email, we actually have something to send them to. All right. But here's what we do. Remember this: in ClickFunnels, we come back to set all this up. What we have to do is create a list. So you go to your follow-up funnels email list, and then you create that list. Boom. Once you create a list, once you create a list, remember, so once I create my list, which is just right here, of course, I can do it real quick, but just name your list, give it whatever name you want, and then create. That's all it is. Create that new list, and boom, there's my new list. All right, check it out. And remember, this is on replay. This is my replay right here. So you guys can go back and watch this, but here's the steps. We create a list. Once I create that list, right in the middle of the screen, it's telling me to create a follow-up funnel for my list. Connect an email sequence to this list. So we're going to click that, create the follow-up funnel. Just name it whatever you want it to be and leave it as is. We're going to send everything to this list. Just leave it as is. And now, boom, we have our email sequence created. You're going to click every single step. You're going to make your step 1, right? So then all it is, just go to Jim. We build this. Let's go to email number 1. Let's make this together again really quick. So once we make this email, we're going to hop back in, give it the step name. I want to send an email. I use email messenger. Remember, guys, if you're on Platinum, follow me through with this step by step by step. All right, very simple. So now I'm on my general settings in the workflow. I'm setting up what to send. Here's my step name. Now I'm going to choose my mailman. I want it to come from this. Perfect. I choose my name on the email. Perfect. I leave my filter rules as they are. They're already good to you. All right, now you can go to, we're on the message step in the workflow. We need our subject. So we're going to hop over to Jim. We're going to grab our subject, copy that, and then we're going to hop back to our funnel and we're going to paste that. We need our pre-header, back to Jim. Let's grab that pre-header. Boom. Now we need to choose a template. So hopefully once you're in there, here's my suggestion, gang. The first time, just use system, choose this template. And then I want you guys to edit this template, make it how you want it to be. So I'll just do this right now. I'm going to choose this template. So for the first time for you, go in here, edit the email, remove this. It's not that image. You don't need the ClickFunnels image. You need your own. So put your own, right? You can remove all this stuff, remove whatever you don't need. It's not Russell Brunson. It's your name. So make this your name, right? Just edit this, design it out to be the thing that you want. You can save it. And then once you do, save the email as a template. All right, so now every time you go to make a new email, you just use the same template. Saves tons of time. All right, but we're going to hit, for time sake, we're going to hit next. All right, now when do I want to send the email? I'm on my schedule. So this is the first email in my sequence, and I'd want to send it immediately. So I just leave it as is, 0 hours, that is immediately. Review for sending. Now we're on the summary step. I make sure to send myself a test email. Okay, I make sure to send myself a test email right here so I can see everything. Now, what I'm going to do is save as draft. And I recommend you guys do this too, especially if you haven't actually looked at your email yet and tested it. Save it as a draft. Now, here we go. I have my first email. Who are you? It's immediately 0 hours. And if I scroll right down here, I have my live toggle. When you're ready to turn it live, just click that button. Probably just my account, guys. I do crazy stuff in my test account. Yeah, I just do crazy stuff in my test account. But yeah, once you turn it live, boom, that email is live. Now go make the rest of your sequence and you are good to go. That's all it is, guys. It's all it is. It's everything in ClickFunnels part's really simple. The only thing is just taking, sorry about that. The only part is just taking the time to fill out the questions properly and learn how to use that. Right? Just learn how to fill in the right questions for the right thing. Other than that, that is all it really is. Jennifer, yeah, if you want to like reach out on Facebook or something and share that link, you're more than welcome to. Absolutely. Okay, So, oh yeah, really, guys, that's it. Let's go back here. So in ClickFunnels, and remember, if you're on the $97 plan, you do the same steps, but you do this in the autoresponder. Okay, but if you're on Platinum, create the list. Boom, easy. Create your follow-up funnel. We know how to do that now. We do it the way I showed you. Create your list first, then click create connect to follow-up funnel, and that's already done. Set up your SMTP. Again, we do that in OFA as well. So if you guys are on Platinum, I'll help set up your mailman. I'll do the whole thing with you so you understand and you actually know what's going on. Super, super valuable. If you guys are on Platinum, again, join OFA. Learn how to use your account like a pro in a quick time. Then we need to add our emails. We already did that, right? We know how to make our emails and funnel scripts. We know how to copy and paste them into our funnel. Whoops. Back to the one pager. We need to attach the list to the squeeze page in the automations tab. I want to re-go over that because that's what I showed you guys earlier, right? We go to our funnel. We go to our funnel. We have our opt-in step. We go to the automation tab. And now we add that list. Let me do it again. Here's how we do it. We add new action. Ooh, and then I will have another session. So we'll end right after this, guys. If you have any final questions on this, go ahead and put those in the Q&A. Any final questions, anything you need answered there. So here's how we do it. First is the condition. Again, follow me step by step here as you guys are doing this. The condition goes to everyone. On an opt-in page, the condition of everyone is just everyone who opts in. So now when somebody opts in, ClickFunnels internal is going to fire. What action is it going to fire? It's going to add them to a list. Click here, choose the list you want to add them to. Now hop up here and just name it add to list. Boom, done. Create the funnel action, reload the browser, and now we have it right there. Add to list. Every time somebody opts in here, it will be added to my list. My list is connected to my email sequence. They'll immediately receive my fulfillment email, and they will start getting the rest of that sequence every single day, a new email. All right, so that is it, gang. We come back over here, we click everything off, and boom, we have our nurture sequence created. It might seem like a lot right now, but I promise this will become a second nature to you. This is just marketing automation. I remember the first time I did it, it certainly was overwhelming, but I promise, guys, years down the road, starting multiple businesses, doing multiple funnels, right? Doing the thing, this will become second nature. You're going to build a funnel and you're going to say, okay, what list am I adding these people to? Oh, I need to create a new list. Okay, cool. Now, when they opt in and they get added to this list, what email sequence am I going to send them? It's second nature. It's truly second nature. So take the time right now, practice this, learn this. All right, it's integral. This is the thing. People pay tens of thousands of dollars to marketers to do this right here, to set the customer journey properly. You guys now know how to do that. All right, so go practice that, go implement that, go hone that skill, go sharpen that spear. All right, again, as always, my big thing is allow yourself the permission to fail. All right, be unrelentingly forgiving upon yourself. So Renata had a couple questions. She said, I have a question about MailChimp integrations. I'm out of time, Renata, but here's my thing on MailChimp. That's the only software I recommend people don't use. I don't have a recommendation when it comes to integrations. I do not have a recommendation on who to use. I've been using ClickFunnels Platinum for years. I've not needed an autoresponder since I can remember. So I don't use them, and I'm not up to par on all their updates and changes and what's doing what. I do have a recommendation on who not to use, though, and that is MailChimp. I have never seen a software cause so many problems, issues, and frustrations. And over my time of being here at ClickFunnels, I have never seen a software cause so many people to stop doing the thing. MailChimp is really difficult to understand. They have a really difficult software and a lot of issues. So when it comes to choosing your autoresponder, gang, please don't use MailChimp. I know they get you with that free account attractive offer, but they barely give you enough in there to actually run your account and run your business. If you get one lead, you'll have to upgrade your account in MailChimp, and it's not free anymore. So MailChimp is what I don't recommend. When it comes to autoresponders, the three most commonly used ones that I see our community using and have the least amount of questions are, in no particular order, is ActiveCampaign, Aweber, and GetResponse. It is no particular order. It's actually the chronological order, ABCs. And it's just because that's how I'm used to seeing it over the years on lists in my brain. All right, there's no particular order. Active campaign, Aweber, and get response are the ones that I see least amounts of questions about. Okay, Renata also asked, I intend to start with lower subscription. If I create this whole thing on follow-up today, I'll understand I'll lose when the trial's over. Yeah, Renata, if you definitely know that you're gonna be on the $97 plan and that's where you're gonna stay, then do it in an autoresponder. Don't even set it up on platinum. Because when you go, you're gonna downgrade your account and then you won't have it. So you have to do the work twice. So definitely start inside. If you're gonna stick on the $97 plan, that's fine. Just do everything in the autoresponder. Don't even do it in ClickFunnels. Again, same steps I showed you guys for your emails and your list. It's the same thing in the autoresponder. They're just going to do it and look a little different, but it's the same process, same frameworks. Okay, and then Renata also said, the funnel script says free account and free script. So what's the difference with the subscription? Is it a free account now with the trial? Yes, so Jim is giving you guys a free account over here. Jim's giving you a free account and he's giving you some free scripts, right? So you have some free scripts that you can use in this account. I don't think there's much in there, but the difference between the free scripts and the whole account is this. Like I have a whole bunch of scripts for my titles, my headlines, my subject lines. I have tons of scripts here I can use. And then if I come over here, my sales letter scripts, I have a ton of sales letter scripts. So if I'm going to go write a sales letter for somebody, I just pull up a script, I click it, I upload my avatar, and I'm in there. The whole thing's written. Tons of scripts in your sales copy, right? We have tons of lead scripts. We have order bumps. We have OTOs. We have promote the webinar. We have the next thing scripts. Funnel Scripts Free has tons. We have our expert secret scripts right here. We have our one funnel away scripts. We have our .com secret scripts all right here, right? Our who, what, why, how script, really powerful script right here. And again, this is all in the real funnel script. So I make a customer avatar, just like Jim does here. I just go to the script that I want to use. I click my avatar, I load it in, I build it out, and I have the whole sequence built. It's done. Right? It's done. It takes a little while to do to start, just because you have to build the avatar and build the stuff. But man, once you do, guys, it's awesome. Really, really enjoy it. All right. So looks like that's all the questions. Nice. Anthony, yeah, MailerLite is good. I've heard some great things about MailerLite. They are they're a decent autoresponder for sure, but they're not a direct integration with ClickFunnels. If you guys want to see, I'll put this link in the chat for you guys so you can check it out. But here's the autoresponders that we integrate with. All right, it's all right here. So you're going to see that MailerLite is not on there, and that just means we don't have a direct integration with them. I recommend for you guys starting out to choose one on this direct integration list. Again, Active Campaign, Aweber, and Get Response seem to work really well for our community members. But again, it's much easier. If you can use MailerLite, okay, you can use MailerLite, but you have to use Zapier to connect it. So you have to use a third-party integration, Zapier, to connect ClickFunnels and MailerLite. It's just another step in the process, guys. If you know how to use Zapier, if you feel confident setting that up, totally fine. You can use MailerLite, absolutely. But if you don't know how to set that up, I would recommend don't use MailerLite simply because it puts another step in your process. And again, guys, I want everybody to launch their funnels. I want everybody to do the thing. I want everybody to see how attainable and achievable it really is. So I definitely recommend sticking to this list. Okay, Renata says, I didn't know it would be all inside ClickFunnels. If we have it, we don't need any more, right? The auto reply. Yeah, if you have ClickFunnels, guys, you don't need anything. You don't need any CRMs. You don't need autoresponders. You can use your ClickFunnels account in a full capacity, especially when you understand and really learn how to use it. Yeah, Cliff said, "Can I borrow your account?" Yeah, man, you can have it. You can have that headache. Absolutely. That thing is crazy. It's so much nonsense. Okay, so Michelle, is the platinum necessary for someone just starting, or would you recommend starting with basic and upgrading? So that's a great question, Michelle. Fantastic question. Here's the thing: business never changes. Business never changes. So if you're going to run a business, you're going to need to have a front end. You're going to need to have lists. You're going to need to have a back end email sequence. You're going to need to have all these things we've gone over with you. So you're going to have it anyway. It just comes down to what you want to do. Personally, I started on platinum because I said, well, I have to have this in my business and I have to do it either way. So why would I go learn ClickFunnels and another software? I'm just going to do it in ClickFunnels, right? And I think that was really beneficial for me because again, I didn't have to go learn some other software. I didn't go work a ton in the autoresponder, learn that, and then finally, when I had success, I used ClickFunnels. I just started on ClickFunnels Platinum, right? And I just did the thing. I have a fully unlocked account. So personally, if you guys are serious about doing the thing, if you're serious about running your business online, especially using ClickFunnels, that 297 is laughable for everything you're able to do. That's a simple investment. It really is, guys. That's an easy decision, in my opinion, because ClickFunnels is unlimited. Make as many funnels as you want, have as many lists, as many emails. It's the same flat rate. So I definitely recommend starting with ClickFunnels. It shaves time off. Yes, and Michelle, with Platinum, you do not need an autoresponder. Cliff said, thanks, Dante. You always do a great training. I did OFA a while back and got distracted by shiny object syndrome, but I'm back and will do OFA again. Amazing, Cliff. Love that, man. Shiny object syndrome is real life, and I'm glad you went through that because now that you've gone through the shiny object syndrome, you know what not to do again, right? So awesome. Come through OFA. Don't worry about any shiny objects that come across your stage. Just focus on OFA, learn the thing from Russell each day, learn from the consultants there. You will be fantastic. Excited to see you there, Cliff. Jennifer, you're more than welcome. Renata, yeah, awesome, Renata. Glad to have you here. Absolutely. And then Michelle, yeah, great to answer that question. Absolutely, guys. Okay, cool. So we are rocking and rolling for the day. I think everybody knows what to do. Remember, that was all recorded. It's going to be in your guides tab later on. You're going to be able to go back. You're going to be able to watch this recording. Are you going to be able to do it with me step by step by step by step? All right, so really excited for you guys to do that. On that note, it's been a pleasure being with you today. Hope everybody has a great one. Yes, so I'm actually a little Mackenzie. You're more than welcome. Great to have you here. Yes, Renata, you're welcome as well. So I'm a little late to a session, actually, guys. Whoops.